What's up guys, and welcome to another video. Today we're looking at two of the heaviest hitting irons of 2023 in the Callaway Paradyms versus the Ping G430s. In this video we're going to look at our first impressions of each of the irons, which ones are longer, which ones are more accurate, which ones are more workable, their key features and selling points, technology driving the irons, the key differences between them, and which one we recommend buying and for who. As always, thanks for watching the channel, and don't forget to subscribe if you like this kind of content. First impressions of these two, and Callaway have gone back to a 2-version iron. We know that the Rogue ST irons had 4 different versions, but the regular Paradyms are going to suit your mid to low handicapper, and the X version is going to suit that high handicapper that's bursting into the mid handicap range. The clubs have the standard rounded Callaway shape that we'd expect, and they're on compact blades. They look great with the navy cap back, and the thin top line at address is going to look awesome as well. Callaway have got the forged 455 steel face cup onto the irons for the first time. It was only on the drivers and woods and hybrids before, and added to the speed frame make these hollow body players distance irons long and workable. Ping are chasing speed with the G430s, and they claim to add an extra 2 miles per hour and 7 yards more distance with the G430s over the G425s. They look quite similar, but we've got the Pure Flex cavity badge on the back, which even adds a little bit of color. The toe area is wider, which brings the CG down, and we did get more distance with the G430s over the G425s. That could be partially due to the stronger lofts. They have a thin top line and chunky soles, which ensure you're going to get a lot of forgiveness and a lot of distance. Lower spin rates than G425s, which is also adding to that extra distance on these excellent irons for 2023. Key features of the Ping G430s, and Ping have definitely chased speed with these new irons. The Pure Flex cavity badge in the back is going to give more flex on impact, a better energy transfer and more speed. Also a better feel and extra forgiveness. We've got the tungsten weighting, which we also saw in the G425s. It's a little more pronounced now in the toe area. We've got that visible screw in the toe, and we've got another weight in the heel. We've also got that hinge at the heel of the club, which is going to give more flex and more forgiveness. The face on the G430s is also thinner, and that's going to allow an extra 2 miles per hour of additional ball speed, which we have verified in our testing. We've got stronger lofts, improved lie angles and lower center of gravity, and all of these factors combine for increased distance, slightly lower spin, and we still get that lofty flight pattern with good stopping power, and they've also got more spin than the Paradym irons. The G430s are more offset than the G425s, which is going to be more draw biased, so if you're prone to slicing your irons, then the G430s are going to suit you even more. And with a regular retail price of over $1,000, these are quite expensive, but we're still giving them an overall score of 96 out of 100. The Callaway Paradyms are a 2-version set of irons, and the standard set is going to suit the mid to low handicap players, and we're even going to see them on tour this year. And the X version has a bigger blade, which is going to equal more forgiveness and more distance. These are hollow bodied with a speed frame, which is going to add stability and stiffness to the club, while the urethane inside gives a soft feeling, yet it still sounds quite powerful on impact. We've got an AI designed forged 455 steel face cup. First time on the irons. It was previously on the drivers, woods and hybrids, and that's just going to give you a better energy transfer and more speed. And while the steel face is forged, these irons do not feel completely forged like you'd expect from a fully forged iron. And they are designed for forgiveness on miss hits, but with the compact blade length, our dispersion was a bit higher because on the compact blade, miss hits aren't going to be that forgiving. Tungsten weighting, we've got up to 79 grams of tungsten weighting in the X version of the irons, and 70 grams in the regular version, and that's just going to allow for more forgiveness, and the CG is going to be perfectly placed as well. The flight path is lower than the G430s, and we got slightly more distance with the 7 irons, but we'll see with the lofts in a minute why the G430s are still a bit longer in the longer irons. So the pre-worn leading edge, so this has been broken in already in the factory, so you can hit the course straight away and get that optimal launch from your irons with no breaking in period. So these are retailing for a whopping $1,500, and we're giving them an overall score of 94 out of 100. So we can see with the lofts that the G430s are slightly stronger in the longer irons, and that evens out in the mid-range irons, and then the G430s are stronger again in the shorter irons. So the spin rates are higher with the G430s, they're more forgiving, the blades are bigger, and they're going to suit high to mid handicap players a lot more than the Paradyms, but you're going to have those stronger lofts again in the Paradym X irons, which is going to give more distance, and the blade is slightly bigger for more forgiveness as well. So which one to buy and for who? And the G430s are going to suit a lot of mid-handicap players and those high handicappers who are deciding that the game is definitely for them and they want to buy their first serious set of irons and they want the latest technology and the newest irons available. The Callaway Paradym irons have that forward face insert and the price is very high, ensuring that these are primarily going to suit Callaway aficionados in the mid to low handicap range. The X version of the irons will suit the mid to high handicap players who specifically want Callaway irons, but the price is going to be a deterrent for pretty much everybody. For most mid to high handicap players, we are suggesting the G430s, and these were the better performing irons for us in testing as well, with more consistency and tighter dispersion rates. The Callaway Paradyms also face stiff competition in the market from the cheaper and very successful TaylorMade P790s and P770s, plus plenty more, and the G430s are not the most forgiving game improvement iron in the game as well. So if you're just starting out and you want the maximum forgiveness, the G430s aren't the one for you. And for players just starting out in the game, we recommend going with a cheaper used set of irons like the Ping Gs, which are still very effective and come in at a fraction of the price. You can go for a fitting for your irons and see which irons suit your game, and then go and buy them online at a fraction of the price. So that concludes our review for today. We hope you enjoyed it. Let us know what you think in the comments, and if you like this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.